Hell's Paradise is pretty good so far. Sagiri and Gabimaru land on the island. Gabimaru wants to roam around without his handbinds, but Sagiri forces him to abide by those rules. Again, with this episode, not only do we get a lot of exposition about the past of these characters, but we also see the resolve and their morals and how they play into all of their interactions. Sagiri is very by the book, and even though Gabimaru is super laid back, he can understand when Sagiri is serious. She will cut off Gabimaru's head if he does not listen to her. They are not friends. They have a mission on this island. All they need to do is cooperate with one another and accomplish that mission. Gabimaru really just wants to get back home to his wife anyway, so he's willing to play ball. They encounter another no-name criminal and Asemon, so you can say this is the first shonen baddie. Gabimaru takes him out effortlessly while his hands are still bound. And this kind of bothers me a bit because I'm starting to see a bad pattern with the production of this anime. When Gabimaru and No Name Dude were fighting, Gabimaru was blocking the weapons, he was able to dodge them. The animation was alright, but it didn't really stand out. Most of it was just Gabimaru making cool one-liners and mentioning how annoying it was to have to fight with a handicap. But then they don't animate him killing the dude. This could have been a great opportunity for MAPPA to show 30 seconds more of how brutal Gabimaru can be. When you're showing us a scene of the aftermath and it's just all of the weapons sticking inside of him, I want to see how Gabimaru was able to pierce the guy with his own weapons without using his hands. There was an opportunity to show that, and the fact that they didn't take that opportunity makes me wonder, how come they're not taking liberties that they should be for an anime like this? We get some more exposition when the Asemon of the Feld criminal gives his reasoning as to why it's better for him to leave the island early. This episode lays on the grim dark by showing how each criminal is slaying one another in an attempt to limit the competition for the elixir of life. And that's cool, I guess. Hell's Paradise is an ensemble kind of show, so I think MAPPA is handling these introductions of characters very well and setting up the atmosphere just as fine. The skirmish between Sagiri and Gabimaru looked absolutely great. It had a few repeated scenes, but for an episode 3 side quest, it looked really good. But this also bounces back to one of my original complaints for this episode. You're showing us the most easily animated parts of the battle, but then the really exciting parts, that's when you tend to pull back. When Gabimaru overtakes Sagiri and he's about to stab her, but he's having all of those thoughts, wondering if this is really who he is, how it'll hurt him if he has to kill Sagiri, but she's also going to be a burden on him trying to get back to his wife. Sagiri giving talk no jutsu to explain to Gabimaru that you're not that sort of person anymore. I can help you with your journey to get back to your wife. All of this was great. It was animated well enough, but I would have liked to have seen more of the battle. I would have liked to have seen more of that conflict between the two, because even when we pull to the exposition talk, it's just a lot of scenes that heavily use CGI and some stock classical music in the background. You see some of the laziness. Well, I shouldn't say laziness. You have to cut corners in certain scenes, but it's very obvious in this scene, and it just doesn't fit well with the rest of the episode. The writing is being handled very well though. Early Hell's Paradise is, in my opinion, the best part of the series, and a lot of it is because the exposition is given respect. It's an important part of the story, and it acts as a pseudo-narrator, but it's also placed in between a lot of great battles, and you never feel it's just taking up time. The exposition actually does contribute to the plot. So far, it's been quite the fateful adaptation. I'm gonna stick with this anime. I can't wait to see the direction that MAPPA continues to take with Hell's Paradise. I do have a couple worries, but ultimately, this is a great anime. I think it's probably going to be the top shonen of the year, I guess. I have a feeling that Hell's Paradise is going to catch on, and even if it's not as big as Demon Slayer, a lot of people are going to appreciate its brand of battle shonen. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any anime recommendations, please leave them in the comment section below.